Side note, totally not even complaining about it, but just be aware that it is gonna stick out a little bit on this side. Again, this is not in no way, shape, or form going to be a problem because nobody will ever see that. And there you have it, guys. Welcome back to the channel. This is the Vikings garage. And today, second episode of OEM++. Let's treat this bad boy to some more goodness. So, this is the strap that you get on your 4RUNNER tailgate. And some might say, well, what's wrong with that strap? Yeah, there's really nothing wrong with it, to be honest with you. But when you do, pair it up next to Agency 6. I don't know about you guys, but this looks a little more, how should I say, OEM plus. Not to mention, again, we are personalizing it, so yeah, why not? Fairly inexpensive and puts a smile on my face. They actually, if you look closely, these things actually age quite well. That's from my red car. This is the new one. If you look at the one on the red, this thing is more gray than anything else anyways. Yeah, final result, I'm pleased with it. We definitely gotta do something about that. Well, we're gonna go from that to this. I'll let you guys know how this works out. But for those that watch the noise video, this is, I think, a very good solution as well. So let's see if we can do this. There you go. Not too bad. Simple is what I'm going for. And of course, if you can reduce some noise, then better. Now, yeah, let's get rid of that. As you guys can see, I kind of already started messing around with it. Not to worry, for those interested, I will show you guys step by step on how you can replace all these bulbs and all these things. But let me just show you the type of stuff I've been having laying around here in this messy bench. Go figure. This one, we might or might not tackle it in this video. These are the Raptor style lights. I opted for the stealth look. They're amber but blacked out. Blacked out is the theme with my car. I'm sure you guys already seen that. Speaking of blacking out, can anybody guess where this goes? Ooh, I'm excited for this because I don't know about you, I cannot stand that. Chrome, you guys know me better than that. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of it. And also, let me show you in the box here. Some of you messaged me and guessed it. Yes, these are the Meso Customs Puddle Lights. I've heard some really good reviews about it. We shall see how good they are. And as far as bulbs on the interior and trunk and doors and all this other stuff, dome lights, I went with the Sylvania, and I'm going to tell you guys why I went with Sylvania. Because this is a bulb that is fairly inexpensive, and this is a bulb that you too can get from your local parts store. So I said, why not? Let's go ahead, show them a bulb that you can actually get your hands on fairly easy. Just keep in mind, there are a few types. I went with cool white because cool white is the look I'm going with overall, but we shall see. For those of you that want to see the before and after, I'll post that now. For those of you that want to learn how to do these things, stay tuned till the end of the video. I will show you some cool techniques and steps. Enjoy. And of course, what kind of video would this be if I didn't give you guys a before shot on how your stock lights look. So the key here is we're looking to remove as much yellow as possible out of this entire equation. So next time you see this footage, it's gonna look a little different. And this is the after, guys. I mean, I believe that is quite the improvement indeed. Same story all the way around, of course. And let's not forget the trunk, of course. So, there you have it. That is my improvements for this episode on lighting. Now, not shown on camera because I've shown this in the past. We did, of course, our license plate bulbs, same Sylvania brand, and these are backup lights that you can get from the same website. I will, of course, leave the link in the description down below. So I want to go ahead and show you guys my level of OCD. I installed these Raptor style lights about a week ago, and to be honest with you, I'm not a fan, just because I feel like the face of it shows too much of the LED assembly. So, call me crazy, but I think this is going to be a better look for it. And we're going to go from 4, which, by the way, I do know it's in the wrong location. They should have been on the uppermost row. We're going to go from 4 to 3 in the center row only. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And with a little better lighting here, this is the one that's getting installed. That's the one I'm removing. You see how you can see much clearly the circuit and the LED than on this one? I know, not super huge difference, because when you flip it on the side, you can clearly see it there, just like you can see it there. But I personally think the bulkiness on this one versus how it hides the LED circuit is going to work better for me. So yeah, I definitely got problems. Let's go ahead and do that. One more thing, just to drive the point home. Call me crazy, but I did have an issue with this. Allow me to show you. This is the one that's coming off. You see how it has this movement? This moves all the time. And I know. I personally could see it, that the spacing wasn't always right. And yeah, I can assure you, because I've tried already, these actually fit in place and they don't move side to side. Of course, it has to do with the way these are mounting. See, let me get my hand in there. See that? Yeah, this is not going to work for me. So let's go ahead and install those. Let's see what we got on the bench today. Ooh, sure you guys seen this. Yes. You know where I'm going with all this. The interior needs a little more touching up, so how complicated could it be? Let's find out. Of course, we are indeed talking about all these knobs. We are going to go ahead and black them out. Am I going to be able to pull these out on camera? Let's find out. Okay, so that came out pretty easy. I think the key here is remember where the knob was when you took it out, just in case you could potentially mess that up, which looks like you can. So they're going to be facing all, in this case, off, and putting them all to the most left position. That way I know which way to go. The way I like to do things is one section at a time. So we're going to go ahead and start with AC, and then we'll tackle the radio. First things first, quick comparison here is that OEM, you got rubber, greepy things in there, so it won't be as cold to the touch, I suppose, if that makes any sense. These guys, it will be more of a flat plastic surface, so just keep that in mind. If in the trade-off you really do mind the feel of this rubber, then this guy might not be for you. I think for me, in this case, I don't mind losing the rubber as much as I want to get rid of the actual chrome slash silver looking thing. So this to me will do. There is a bunch of screws that you got to install in there. It's mainly, again, to get that rugged look. But let's see if we can do this on camera. These things, when you flip them that way, that slides off. All you got to do is slide it back in there again. Okay, let's see. So just like before, can't go wrong here because the two ones on the sides are the same. So key here is you line them up like so. So let's see. So once it's lined up, right, push it in. There you go, a little bit of finesse. There you have it. Now the center one, it's actually a little different than the ones to the sides because it has this guy in there as well. So the way you want to do this is you want to place it, let's see, I believe it's, yeah, something like this. No, perhaps, does it go different ways? Let's see. Yeah, it was the other way around. So this is the way you want it. Again, facing that side. Let's see how this one works. Not entirely sure, guys. I'm playing with this at the same time as you. Might have to put the camera down. Let's see. So the center one went in. Huh. That's it? Wow. That was pretty easy. Okay. Fair enough. And of course, to complete the set, very last piece to the puzzle. These things, they at first don't seem like they want to go, but it's a matter of working them in, I guess. There you have it. Of course, you want to wiggle them about. What do you guys think? And again, just comparing here, these are the radio knobs. There's a bit of a difference in height. We shall see how this looks in the car. I would assume there's some sort of logo. Not really, but both knobs look exactly the same. So the key here is the orientation. You want to make sure you oriented the inside there properly. So let's go ahead and do that. I went ahead, installed one already, and I want to show you guys that the height, in this case, it's actually irrelevant because this sits perfect. I actually like the fitment on this a little better than these guys on the bottom. And just because I just noticed the background was silver, but that's okay. I think this is still an improvement in my eyes, but this is what I was referring to. So see how it's deeper in there? What you want to do is line this guy up vertically, and then you want to match that to this guy. It's pretty straightforward. So you don't force it in, play with it, and when you see that is in the right location, push it in. And look at that. Ready to go. And this is the final result. What do you guys think? I like it. I like it. This interior is starting to come along with the vision I've always had. Let's not forget these guys too. So now it is time to tackle this. We can obviously change this guy and the puddle lights as well. Now, to be honest with you guys, there is very excellent videos that 4RUNNERlifestyle.com has made on this exact two jobs. And to be honest with you, unless I feel like there's anything worthy of adding to it, I'm not really going to get too crazy because, to be honest with you, I do not have a cameraman here with me. But I'll by all means point something out that comes along that I feel I should share with you guys. But for now, let's just indulge in this old look, because pretty soon, no more. And look at that. I have already stuff to point out. Go figure. Yeah, 2 connections, guys. This is for the blind spot monitor, and you are most likely going to need a very tiny flathead to undo that tab that I can't even focus. Or I should say on this side, that tab. You got this guy, and you gotta disconnect this guy as well. But it's really no biggie. I'm pretty sure you guys can do it. Yep, so the carnage is real. What advice can I give you as far as this job goes that 4RUNNER lifestyle isn't added as of yet? They do say it though, just be careful. Be very gentle, take your time. There's a lot of little tabs that can be broken, and then you're gonna need those tabs for sure. So that is the only advice I can give you. Otherwise, it's pretty straightforward, really. On a side note, wow, I almost lost that cat there with this garbage can. Only me with this nonsense. Okay, so here's something we can add to the, like I said, 4RUNNER lifestyle video. So, side note, totally not even complaining about it, but just be aware that it is gonna stick out a little bit on this side. Again, this is not in no way, shape, or form going to be a problem, because nobody will ever see that. The reason why I'm bringing that to your attention is because I've been finagling with this for a little bit. Finagling, is that even a word? And came to the conclusion that that's just how they sit. So don't waste your time, guys. This is the end result. That's the bottom portion that nobody will ever see, and this is the inside. Pretty straightforward. And now the side note, guys. You obviously, before you put this mirror all back together, you obviously want to test things out just to make sure that your polarity is good, that everything's connected properly. So we're gonna approach the door, or should we just unlock the car? There we go. So that one's working, and as you guys saw, that is working as well. So we're good to go. There you have it, guys. It's all done. One side, of course. Tackle both of these at the same time. If I had to make any suggestions to you guys, if this is a mod you're looking to do it at the same time. You're going to be happy you did. And now, look at that. I get to do it all over again on the other side. So yeah, this is probably as much as we're going to see as far as these Meso pods. I will explain everything in a second. I need to maximize my time because I got to get this done before it's dark outside. So again, super quick comparison. Meso and Sylvania 6000K. Sorry guys, I know it's not super dark out here, but I am trying my best to give you guys a comparison, considering that I am trying to return these things. Before you guys do flood the comment section with obvious questions about those Meso Custom Puddle Pods, I think that's what they call them, I just want to clarify this right here, right now. I think it's a great product. Honestly, I'm looking forward to see if they do any redesigning or tweaking, if you will. And if they do so, I will be the first one to order another pair. But for right now, I was having wind noise issues, and that's why I ended up returning them. In no way, shape, or form talking bad about the product, because to be honest with you, I think it's a great product, but unfortunately for me, on one side only, it was actually on the passenger side, the gap was so severe. I'll actually put a picture up on the screen that was creating a whistling sound. Now, some of you might say, well, why didn't you perhaps put some tape or something in there? Well, guys, this is OEM++. This is not OEM++ and tape. We got to get away from that idea of using tape, duct tape, all sorts of tape in cars. That aside, there's two things to learn from here. One, I'm pretty sure that they should improve this product because it is a great product, and when they do so, I want to buy it. Positive you can take from this: you can always return the stuff as long as you return it the same way you received it. These companies are pretty good when it comes to return policy, so therefore there's a positive for you. Not everything is bad about the whole situation. Listen, it didn't work out for me, and you know what? They did right on their end. That's that. So as far as these guys, I went ahead and already took it out, obviously. I was too eager to do it, but there are some really interesting little tricks here in case you guys don't know that I can teach you. So you're probably wondering, how and where do I pry? So if you pay attention to this corner here, you're gonna see that little arrow. That arrow is basically telling you where you should be prying. This comes out of here like so. So you're always prying where the arrow is. Now, when I say prying, guys, yes. Is this acceptable? Sure. You can totally do it with this, but keep in mind, we are dealing with plastic pieces. Plastic can get gouged. I don't want you to gouge your stuff. So get used of using trim tools. Trim tools are made out of plastic. Plastic will not gouge the other plastic piece as much. So as you can see, there's the arrow. So you point your tool near the arrow and pry it out. Super simple. For the trunk area here, these guys. So this one is a little different than the ones on the door. What I want you to keep in mind is, boy, I am glad I'm changing that. I can't stand the yellow. You see how you kind of see the little slot there? See what I'm talking about? It's only going to be on one side. That's where you want to be prying. Let me show you. See if I can get it here on camera for you guys to see. Again, we're using the plastic. We're going to get it in the slot and then push. Hey, there you go. Totally doable. Not as hard as it looks, guys. See, this is what I'm trying to avoid. I'm trying to avoid any type of gouging, but let's face it, there's going to be a tiny bit. Let's keep going. As always, guys, do please excuse the mess. As you know, family cars are always a lot of junk. So basically, let's tackle now this one. Again, you want to look for clues within the housing itself. This is probably going to be a weird angle here, but I went ahead and already popped the one side out. As you can see, I am using my plastic tool. I'm going to get it in there, and there it is. Wow. Talk about an angle. Pop it out. Super easy. It's only being held by those tabs. Comes right out. Now, as far as these guys, the ones in the front here, as you can see, I already took one out. The parts you want to be popping are these guys. So you basically want to start on the inside. As you can see, you got that tab there. So let me show you with the plastic tool where you actually want to pry it. You want to go right in there and ever so gently. That's what I just did there. That one's been popped. And yeah, don't lose it, but that's that. And the bulbs are right there. Let's get right to it. As far as the Raptor style lights, I didn't go too crazy into detail with the installation because, especially for the OGs in the channel, you might have seen it. I've actually covered a full, complete installation of these same lights. This is actually the picture of the thumbnail. So feel free to go to that video, which of course I'll leave the link in the description down below for step-by-step installation on that. But I want to take it a step further. If you guys are okay with that, I do want to make a part 2 on that Raptor style lights installation. This time around, I'm going to run a relay, I'm going to run wiring, and I'm going to have a switch inside the car because after all, that is the way that it should be done. So stay tuned for that. And as always, guys, I want to take this opportunity to thank you for watching the video. If you enjoy this kind of content, don't forget to support me by smashing that like button. Hopefully you're subscribed. If you haven't done so, please do subscribe so you don't miss any more of my videos. And as opposed to my beliefs, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a quick tour, walk around of the truck as it sits. I'm just a firm believer that you should not show your, let's just call it, masterpiece until it's completely finished. But I get what some of you are saying. So therefore, here's a little clip on how she sits. And until next time, guys, I hope you're enjoying your rides, and I will catch you guys on the next one.